Hi guys, Tiffany here. Welcome to my Quilting Live and Insomniac Quilting Series episode number 20. I am working on my TeaQuilt blocks. And if you're new to my channel, head down there, hit that subscribe button, ring the bell, get notifications when I'm live, and like my videos. Okay, so I left off with needing to add to another side. So I have a lot going on. I started making pieces to which is right here, my disaster. I am making from all the smaller pieces. Hi Anne. What am I making? Oh yeah, I was making strip sets. And I'm just gonna have to reach over and grab one. Just out of all my leftover pieces, I'm making strip sets and then cutting them all down to one size. I'm not going to add any of these just yet. I'm just going to add a strip to each side of these so far. Where they sit right now, I just grabbed my big shoebox of string pieces, and then I'm just going to add to each side now this side, and then I'm going to finish when I get a chance the rest of all those pieces, and I'm just going to use those as my string pieces after this next round. If that makes any sense. I just saw other names pop up. Why is it not showing? Oh, there we go. Hi, Jill. So yeah, I'm going to take all those when I finish. They're all in sets, and I just got to sew the strips together to make longer strips. But for now, I'm going to just throw these on my lap and just grab one at a time. And I'm just going to grab from my tub right here pieces and just start sewing. And I think I'm going to cut in advance the amount I need because I don't want too much left over anymore. I'm tired of the disaster, so that's why I'm cleaning it up. Actually, oh no, some of these are really big. So I'm just going to start cutting about what I need so that I have less scrap because I just have too much. And let me turn the camera just a little bit more so you can at least see the machine. So I have my scissors up here with me so that I can do this and get it more, less waste. So that's what I'm going to do is sew all these through. So I'll grab one, find the side that needs it. And some I will just use that same fabric again. And until the whole strip is used up. That way I can get to my string piecing part. That way they all have strings in them, which will be super awesome because that's what I think it will be. Super awesome. So, and then my scraps will just go, what's left over from a strip will just go in my pile over on behind the camera. So I had already added some, to some, but I know I just need to go around the opposite sides now of these and just keep building on. And then I'll make more strip things out of the rest of all that in my pile. And then I do have to stick my hand over here to read. Hi, Lisa. Are you going to add any scraps from your bags of fabric you got over the weekend? No, none of that will be in any of this because it's all in the garage and nothing's been cleaned or anything. And I mean, it doesn't really smell horrible, but I haven't had a chance to do anything out there. It's all still sitting in the box. Hi, Patricia. Walmart. Been watching you all the other day. Watching you all day. Other one on YouTube. Oh, well, hello there, Patricia. Patricia is local. Okay. So again, I'm just pre-cutting these to the sizes that I think that the piece needs to be. because I don't want too much more waste with these. I really ended up with such a big, huge pile. And yeah, it was just too big of a pile for me to not do anything with. So it's obviously been being sewn together for a little while today, trying to get it situated. Oops, why did I do that? I'm still not used to this knee lift every time I go to use it. There we go. Stop doing that. Gots to stop doing that. This is as big as they are. Okay, that one on one. Let's find one that needs a short end here in my lap. Because see, here's the strings, the little pieces on the other sides, you know. So now I just need to. Nope, that's not going to work. That one's too big. Let's find a little one. Oh, here's a little one. Okay. Oh, that'll work perfect. I have the radio on too, but you can't hear it. Only I can. Unless you can, and I'm just not good enough to hear you guys. What you guys are hearing. I don't think you can hear it over my sewing machine though. Do you like... Hi, Pamela. Do you like sitting low to sew? I sit at my son's dining table and sew, but after about 15 minutes, my shoulders throb and hurt too bad. Thinking of sitting higher up, does it bother your shoulders? Well, technically, I'm actually higher up. I'm on a bar stool chair with a bar height table. The reason why it seems low is because my machine is up on the table. My new table, when it finally gets made, will be set into the table. So it'll be equal with my chest and it'll be better on my shoulders. When it's up like this, it does hurt my shoulders. That's why I don't free motion quilt as often, because of that. So yeah. I'm not much of free motion quilting with when the machine is higher than your chest level. The machine for free motion quilting should be chest level, you know, just like our long arms are. Because when your arms are up for so long, it's racking, especially if you're free motion quilting. But if it's down, your arms are moving at it they're level with your shoulders, if that makes any sense. Oops, there's already one of those on that one, so let's put it on this one. I need longer. I'm seriously trying to make sure that I have not much waste. So I'm just looking for pieces that equal the length of the piece that is in my hand. There we go. This one's better. I don't want to trim much off anymore. I'm seriously tired of it. Oh man, and I still have bronchitis, so you'll hear me talking. Doesn't help with the dust in here. It just makes it worse. Tiffany, if you had the time, would you like to talk? Would like to talk to you. That would be okay. Okay, just let me know. Just message me. I don't mind when people message me. You can email me or you can message me on Facebook or Instagram or any one of those. I need something longer. I'm digging through my lap for bigger pieces. No. There's a big one. Let's see. Hey, that still leaves too much of a piece. How about a tiny one, and then we'll cut off the long end. I'm seriously like, I don't want any more scraps from this making because I'm using string scraps anyway to make it. I'm going to trim all these up real quick because I think I'm using too much of the same color, even though it doesn't matter because every block is going to someone else. All right. Let's find a different color. Something else. Very long piece. Something different. Something different. Okay. Let's put this one on here. I can add this to my 2.5 pile, I guess. Hi, Cheryl. Email, should I put it here? No, just email me. It's in the description below. It's always in the description below of every single one of my videos. So is all the other ways to contact me, though. So for those that are new and don't know what the TeaQuilts block swap is, it is a swap I'm doing with 50 other people that follow TeaQuilts on YouTube. I've told you guys in previous videos I wanted to do more block swaps this year, but I have my own channel and my own things to like worry about, so I didn't want to get overwhelmed. And I am taking too long with this one as it is. I mean, normally I'm pretty quick with my projects. Ooh, this is a tiny one. Let's see if I have a piece already that will fit this. So I am doing just the one for the one channel only. And that's what this is. And they're scrappy blocks. They're not any specific thing. They're just nice and scrappy. And I'm having fun with it, so that's all that matters. So for those that are in the block swap, you get to look forward to one of these wonderful blocks that you have watched me make. Just love what I do. Awesome, awesome. I love doing this too. I have so much fun with it. So much fun. And then I love the quilt. So that's a plus. So last night you guys got a garage tour of all the wonderful junk I keep in my garage. There's a lot of it. I don't want that one. Let's put it on a longer one. Actually, let's just stop using it, period. I can get a 2.5 inch one out of this. So I gave you guys a garage tour. I forgot to show you that I have a broken thing on my machine frame. And today I had spent some time on the phone with the company for my frame because it needs to be replaced, because now my rear oops, that wasn't supposed to happen at all. My rear take-up rail that's on the back side that takes the backing, well, takes the whole quilt up, honestly. It is broke off. So I had to contact the company today because they need to replace it. And I can't think they work at the same time. So I loaded the quilt anyway when I realized, oh yeah, duh, the thing broke. And I had already loaded the quilt. And so now I just have to wait to get a new piece, unfortunately, but I have to like hold the pin in and not try to advance my quilt with the snapping mechanism. I literally have to just unpop the broken part out because I have it held down with the broken part. Pop the broken part out and slowly move it, or it'll snap off the rest of the way. I totally forgot about that. I had went into the garage one day and noticed it was broken. Kind of sucks too, but it had to have been one of the kids, unfortunately, because that's the only way that piece would have got broke, because I don't break my stuff. I don't know. It could have just snapped because it is made of plastic, but I forgot to show you guys that last night. That was my reason for not doing anything big lately, because of my broken piece on my machine. It's on my machine. It's on my frame. So it doesn't have anything to do with the machine. The machine is okay. So I just have to warn you guys in advance. Frame wise, you just have to be very careful with your long arm frames, because some of the parts are metal mixed with plastic and they break easily. I mean, if it wouldn't have got broke by a child, it would have got broke anyway, sooner or later, because of it being made out of plastic. So yeah, I forgot to show you guys that last night. I thought it was really weird. You guys could see for your own personal, your own frames, if your frames have, like mine does, with the plastic tabs that hold in the metal part, which is really dumb. But and they say these quilters these machines are made by quilters for quilters, but the thing is a real quilter that, you know, goes through makes a lot of quilts, would make sure that some of those parts will be metal with metal, because we know that plastic is going to break. So hopefully my new part comes in soon, because I don't want to have to be careful the whole entire time I have a quilt on the frame every time. I'm a fast quilter, so I do a row really quick, and then I'd like to advance and do it quickly, like. This side. I guess I'm starting to use all these the same fabric over and over. I didn't want to, but I'm going to. These things need to get to 10 inches or 10.5 inches, and they need to get to 10.5 inches pretty darn quick, because I'm taking too long. All right, let me snip this whole pile apart. And then I'll check comments. I figure if I do it this way, then I have a chance to look at comments. And see, I lifted this piece accidentally right there, but that should be fine. That's no big deal. Fold it over. And I'm not wearing one of my normal quilting t-shirts. I'm actually kind of warm in here since I have to cover under the door. So there's no circulation. And I think the cooler I stay, the less I'll cough. Maybe. Maybe. Oops, I forgot to turn my phone on airplane mode. Sorry, guys. I said hi to Cheryl and said hi to Cheryl. Jill says, enjoy the rest of your evening, everyone. Early work day tomorrow. Okay, good night, Jill. Thanks. Just okay, saw that. Hi, Sue Ann. Hi, Tiff. Finally catch you live. How you feeling? I'm good. I'm good. I got a cough, but I'm trying to deal with it. Which frame do you have? It's the King Quilter frame that goes with the King Quilter machine. So, and it's the end caps for the little snappy things so that the quilt could be advanced is what broke off. You know, where mine is the one where the wheel goes. The whole wheel assembly is broke. I'm watching her too. Watching who? Oh, TeaQuilts. Okay. Didn't know about the blocks though, and it's too late this time. Yep, it's already too late. It's good to know I have the same exact frame and machine. Yes, just be careful because it's plastic on metal and it can break. All right, let's get some more done. All right, turn that. Let's use this alphabet material up. Yep, it's the King Quilter's frame that goes with the King Quilter. The King Quilter machine itself, though, can fit on a couple different frames from what I have read. So don't have to be limited to just the one kind of frame, but I think they all have plastic because my old one had plastic and metal mixed, my old frame. So I'm pretty sure it's a lot of frames are like that. And when I go to the quilt store next, the quilt shop here in town, I'm going to look there just to see because I have a feeling that it's all frames. They all have some sort of same plastic metal attachment on the ends of take-up rails. I think I'll just cut these pieces down later and add them to my strip sets, I guess, whatever I'm cutting off. I figure it'll be a fun way to get to 10.5 though by doing that. Okay, that's not going to go on that one. Not going to go on that one. I'm measuring in my lap now. There's got to be long ones left. Oh, this one I can go on this one because this one's kind of short and it'll give me at least 2.5 inches. My shortest strip set that I'm making is 2¼ inches. So as long as I have 2¼ 2.5 inches available from anything I cut off, then I can add it to my wonderful strip sets. I am really covered in thread. How much is that? How much is my thing for my machine? It's free. It should be free because it's under warranty. Hi, Jim. Hi, Kim. Yes, the frame at my local Bernina shop had plastic and metal. One broke on me when I took a long arm class there. Yeah, it's hit or miss. I'm pretty sure they all are that way though, and it's kind of retarded how it's made. I would have, if I was the designer of a frame, I would have not had any plastic on the ratchet ends whatsoever. And it's probably cheaper for them to have them made that way, but we are paying a lot of money for these machines and frames, you know, so honestly, them saving money by putting plastic and doesn't help people like us, the consumer, because we're constantly having to replace it, which still costs them because it's costing us, and it's costing them because they have to replace it when it breaks under warranty still. I mean, I haven't even had the thing for 1.5 years yet. I've had it for 1 year, but haven't had it for 1.5 years yet. So it should last. That's all I have to say. You know, I just think it's they should have been made with metal, not plastic. And I think I'm going to develop the hiccups. Hoping it goes away. So is anybody else getting some sewing done tonight? I know I ask every time I come on for an Insomniac episode. All right, this is the last piece, by the way, and then we're going to go over to the iron and iron it. And then I'm going to have to figure out how to clean up this mess because I do need to at least trim all these straight, and then I can start making my little strip sets that I started. I have my little cutter, but it's out of reach for chain piecing. It's over on the table because I was using it to make all the strip set pieces. All right. And I don't even have my iron on yet. Take you guys over here. I hope you're all in your pajamas because I'm in mine. My room is like literally a mess right now too. So here's like one of the strip sets. It's not pressed yet, but so I'm trying to make these. And actually, I totally just spaced that. Now that I'm so mobile, I can totally take you guys up here to watch me press from the front side. And I guess I'll just press this one right here. Boy, that's done and ready. And see, these can be trimmed down just like a strip. And sometimes, if it ends right here, I can just pull that seam out. Or just cut it, no big deal. All right, I'm just going to roll these back. I don't like how that just rolled back. Some blocks are still really small, so I need to get these big fast, but I really want to add the strips to them because I think it's really neat to do. I think all these blocks are looking super cute. I really like Scrappy, very much so. And especially in the log cabin style like this, where it's just being built around. It's almost log cabin, it's more like courthouse steps, honestly, because courthouse steps starts with top, bottom, and then side, side, top, bottom, and then side, side. But the colors are just laid out differently. And I like to chain piece and then chain press this, if you guys are curious why I do it this way. I think it saves time because the pressing goes by so much faster this way, when you can just line them up and press. And it's nice to have a nice hot iron too. And then I'll go over and sit and make my strip sets. I already started, so I did add my alphabet fabric to a lot of pieces, if you just didn't notice. Kind of little alphabet fabric crazy. And one more. And now to trim them all. Let's see if I can't get them. There we go. My little area right here. If I can just move it all up a little now. My wonderful big piles. I put a number on them so I can remember which ones are certain sizes. And then I have this little dinky pile right here of these little pieces. I don't know if I really want to sew all these little tiny pieces together or not, so I just left them aside for now. Okay. Let's trim all these now. So I'll just grab one and then trim, and all these trimmings from all of this will go into the trash. And I'm not even going to bother trimming the size down. I'm going to leave them this length now. So it shouldn't take too long to get all of these blocks trimmed to the same length as the previous row, or seam, I should say. You know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. I don't know what I'm saying. So just one right after the other. And I can't see comments unless they pop up and I get to, oops, wrong pile. Unless I get to read it when it pops up. Okay, I'm going to trim this one just slightly because of the angle. Some of them I'll have to do that if my angle was not cut right. And I added it to that next piece. Like that. I should have brought another device in here to read comments. I didn't even think about it. I was in here sewing and I was like, oh, wait, maybe I should go live now. I want to add to the blocks. So I'm hoping everybody's getting something done or sewing or just hanging out, I guess. Is okay if you're not sewing. Wow, this block doesn't have much longer to go, hopefully. This one's already 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 by 9, almost. This one's long. The next pieces need to be 2.5-inch strips, I think, because this one's so long. And you get to see them all while they're right here. Straighten that whole side. So I didn't make any extra blocks yet. I was going to make a couple extra, which I'll probably do with any leftover of my string pieces. I'll just make complete string pieced string blocks. I guess pieced string pieces. I don't even know if I'm saying that correctly. Okay, let's look at comments just in case. Cute blocks, okay. Watched my youngest grandson. Oh, hi Cindy, by the way. Today, Sue said disappearing 9-patch blocks. Jim's been sewing scraps to make hot pads. Anne's not sewing. Sue, past 4 days. Too much swelling and joint pain. Hopefully you get something done. Thank you, Pamela, for the reminder of thumbs up. Hi, Tiffany. Sewing on scraps tonight. Hi, Debbie. I am sewing my TeaQuilts blocks. Enjoy watching you create, but I got a doctor's appointment. All right, Pamela, we'll see you. Hi. Okay. Let's see. More cute blocks, close up, working. You want close up of the blocks while I'm cutting them? I can get closer. Now that you guys can see, I'll have to send you a photo of 1 and 2 blocks. Are you going to sign your blocks? Yeah, when I'm finished piecing them. Probably already said, but don't remember. All right, so let's bring this. I don't know how well this is going to stay. It's on 2 stands on the front, so is that a lot closer? So you can see the blocks. I trim pretty quick, if you haven't noticed. But you can see the latest one in the last pile, so which helps. I know you guys don't want to stare at my tank top the whole time, so any angle is better than that. Oh, that one came on pretty darn accurate. And if you guys see some of these fabrics, you'll look at them and go, hey, that was in something I've seen you do, because some of these fabrics are in things that I've done. This is the stash of all the things that I just most recently done. A lot of my older stuff is all in the garage that you saw in my video last night, in my garage tour, because I haven't brought everything in yet from outside. So but someday I'll get to bringing the rest of it in. I should just bring that one tub in that had all the holiday fabrics and stuff and get all that cleaned and put away, because it could use to get put away finally, since I have a place now where I keep holiday fabrics in here. So again, some of these already have my little awesome string piecing on it. Which is really cool. I like it. I just need to make the rest of them now. The rest of my string. And I can't see comments down in this position of the camera either. So you'll have to wait until I'm done cutting, which I'm getting close. This one has strings of Christmas fabric. Yeah. I'm gonna have to turn that radio down. Tell me if you guys can hear the radio and I'll look at the screen. Hi, Cindy. Okay, I didn't see anything new. Can you guys hear my radio? I can hear it, but I don't know if you guys can, and I don't want to get in trouble with YouTube and have my video taken down. Just hear you and the cutting. I can't. Okay, awesome, guys. Awesome. I don't want to get in trouble. I had it on earlier, but louder, and I turned it down enough, hoping that it wasn't hearable. So it's a good thing it's not. I should just put headphones in, but then I can't hear my surroundings. That's one thing I hate about headphones. I like to hear my surroundings. Are you guys like that? Tell me. And if you're watching this video afterwards, put it in the comments below. Do you like to hear your surroundings and not wear headphones? Because I can't wear them. If I can't hear, I won't wear them. I mean, I do wear them when I need to, but I like to be able to hear what's going on around me. So, oop, this one's angle is wrong. Oh, this one will make it. I want to hear you too. Yeah, I want to hear my surroundings. Yeah, it's, I don't know, something about, I just, even when I know everyone is asleep and I don't want them to hear my radio, I put it on low, but I won't wear the headphones to where I can blast it, because with headphones I can blast it, but then I can't hear anything around me. And I like to hear what's going on around me. Definitely very important to hear for me. I wish I had big pieces of this one fabric still. It was so cute. If you can see that. It was very bright and vibrant, and the center of the flowers that were in here were shaped like butterflies. I don't remember what line it was, but it was super, super colorful and vibrant. And I only had a couple strips left, which ended up in the scrap bin for doing these, or anything really. Oh, I wish I had that again, because that was really, really pretty. I don't even remember where I got it. I don't think it was Joann's. I think I ordered it online somewhere. Just like this one. This one was from Joann's, this piece. I really, really, really liked that one. I think I might have a fat quarter's worth left of it, honestly. All right, just a few more blocks left, and I can move on to putting those other pieces together. And you guys can watch how I do that. And then that will be my next round around these, most likely. And then I will close it off with the rest of them being more of my bigger strips. Oop, gotta realign that. This one's looking pretty big so far too. I'm gonna going to try to take some of that point away right there. That, even though it seems pointy still. This one was really pretty also. It was black or red with black, but it was roses. It's really, really pretty. This block doesn't have far to go either. Some of these are getting really close. So the ones that get closer faster, I'll just have those in a pile of finished until I have to add the black border around everything, or pre-sashing or whatever. It's called a black border to me, because when I finally put the quilt together from what I'm making, when I get the blocks back from everybody else's blocks, I'm going to put sashing in between mine, I think. Make it like king size. Okay, last one. And that's not going to line up, so we'll line those corners. And this is straight right here. Okay, that was the last one. All this is going to be garbage because I'm not going to use it. All right, so I'm going to leave my blocks over here. We're going to put the camera over so you can see this is the stuff that I'm working on. I'm making those strip sets, and I did mark them with what size they are. Now we're going to go back over to the sewing machine, and I'm just going to pick up from my piles over here from this side and just start sewing them together. So these are my 3 3/4 inch ones, and I'm going to leave my little paper with, because I want to be able to, when I cut more of the strap, these scraps right here, then I can make sure that I'm putting them in a specific numbered pile, so I don't have to, oh, hey, that one, I think that one's a 3 3/4 inch pile. So I'm just making really, really long strings, but I'm also just chain piecing all this together. And since these are all now the same size, I can just one right after the other, lining them up perfectly. I'm also going to check the comments in 2 seconds. I just realized that I didn't stop to look at the comments. And I should have, because I'm pretty sure everybody's saying something really cool, and I'm missing it. All right, last one, and then I'll turn around and turn these into sewing these together into sets of 4, and so on and so forth, till all of them are one long row. So let's check. Kim wants to hear, everybody wants to hear their surroundings. Jim doesn't like anything on ears, and I have tinnitus, so it seems to make it worse. I don't like the ones, I'll put the headphones that cover the ears on. I can wear those, but I can't lay down. Obviously, it's a stand-up thing, but I cannot put the ones in my ears. I don't know why or how, but my ear canal has actually changed its course over the years. So they used to kind of go really nicely in, but now they kind of go in and back. So when I put, like when I get MRIs and stuff like that, I can't just put it on the edge because it doesn't take away the sound. They have to go in the ear canal, or when I go shooting, I have to have it in the ear canal, and it doesn't go that way anymore. So I have to like spin it so it's so tight, and then I push it in, and then I turn. It's really hard to get them in. Over the years, it's changed. Oops, stop. Your speed. Tons of scraps. I like all the scraps together. Tell us about your chair. this chair that I'm sitting in, the one that I'm sitting in is a bar height chair, and I want to cover it with something other than, it came from the thrift store this way, if that's the chair you're talking about. Now that I got all those fabrics, I could probably take and choose one, and actually, because this chair wouldn't be hard to reupholster. My kitchen chairs will be. And I seem to be breaking instead of sewing in sets of 4. Oh well, that's okay. I'm just sewing them together, and they're all nice and even. I'm just finger pressing the seams. When I go to the iron, just put all these strip sets nice and flat, and I'll properly press, but I finger press a lot, which you guys already know this. And I'll look at the comments in 2 seconds. Just this one on this end. So I'm just making what would have been just like a strip from, you know, like a with the fabric strip, and now it's a long piece strip. So when I add it, if I add it to one piece and I only need this much of it, I can just cut it right here, no big deal. And because I don't mind sewing on seams, you know, that fold, so no big deal. All right, so here's 3 3/4 out of the way. Let's grab 5-inch ones. I know 5 inches is kind of big, but I made them big in case I needed to cut an angle or something. I'm going to start on them soon. My scraps pretty quiet in here tonight. LOL. Oh, talking, you mean? Can't stand earphones. Ear can't wear the big ones, but feel stupid wearing them. Yeah. Sorry, fingers too big. It's okay. I pretty much knew what you were saying. All right. A lot of these 5-inch ones are like repeat pieces, so I'm going to try to mix them up a little. This one has this one I want to somehow end up in a block, like, I don't know, I can probably put the big piece. Well, I'm going to sew it in. I'm hoping that I can just take one of the smaller blocks this to it, you know. Excuse me. I feel weird excusing myself when it's just me in here when I cough, even though you guys are listening. It's kind of weird, but not at the same time. I want to use it where this one is the start piece, I think. That way it spreads it out a little, and I could start the So I think this was a good idea, just sewing these together. It's very relaxing too, to just sit here and sew pieces like this together over and over and over again. So here will be my 5-inch strip. And I'll probably use it on one of the blocks that needs to grow bigger faster. You know. So I'll make sure I'll put it over there. I shouldn't forget that this is 5 inches, but it's over there for now. All right, 3.5. And see, what I'll end up doing is the rest of these, I'll go and trim them down to whatever. So this will probably be 2.5, and this will be probably 3.5, you know, and just keep adding to all these. All right. So I'm just going to keep sewing these in groups of 2, 4, 6, 8, whatever, you know what I'm saying. Over and over. Just to get it done. This part actually goes pretty quick. I think sewing these to go together is actually faster than sewing the blocks together in the first place. So if you ever have tons of scraps, but you need to make a strip because you're 1 2.5-inch strip shy, just take a bunch of colors, you know, and sew them together like this, and you can put the whole entire quilt mixed pieces all in one area in one strip. It's pretty fun though. They're all different sizes, but they're all the same width, which makes it good because it lines up easier. Which is even better. And my 3.5 is almost done. 3.5 is now done. Look at that. For now, until I cut some more pieces and add to it, but I'll press first. All right, let's do 3.25. Bless you. Any of your kids like to sew, Tiff? Alexa buys fabric. She actually has her own fabric stash here in my room, just a little box. She has made 3 quilts already. She likes to make things, but she is not trying to think of the correct word for this. She's not passionate about it. She just likes to do it for fun when she has time, because she doesn't actually get that much time. She works a lot. No mod tonight. Mine 220s. Okay, 61. Not so good. Mug rugs for family and gifts for nursing home people for Easter. Jim knows that too. I thumbed up. Did you? LOL. That's a neat way to give a reminder. All right, let's get these 3.25-inch ones sewn. I actually wish that they had another fabric like this. It looks like water drops. If it was like purple with drops on it or something, I think that's so cool. But I don't know if they have. They make one that's purple with water drops on it. That's a weird sound. Sounds like my machine is out of thread, but it's not. It's going to be out of thread soon, though. Bobbin. All right, let's sew them together again. Having so much fun here. I don't know why. I just am. Oh, wait, I do know why. It's because I love to sew. How's the weather for everybody? Is it starting to warm up for everyone out there? It's nice, and it's been nice here. Nice enough for me to go outside in a tank top during the day, but at night I have to still wear my sweatshirt like I did last night. It was cool in the garage. Well, to me, 50s is cool. Hi, Vicky. I'm still working on my TeaQuilts blocks. Just trying to get them done. But I'm making string pieces to go on them now. All right, 3 1/4 inch blocks strip done. 28 and rain tonight. Ugh, cold. I'm so glad to see you feeling better. Oh, thank you, Deborah. I'm feeling okay. That's it. The weather changes everything for me. All right, let's do 3 inch. All right, some of it was already started because I had already started sewing, so all I have to do is connect them. Like I said, I was like, maybe I should start sewing this on live. Oops, that was a not very quarter inch seam. So I figured I'd come on and do this and show you guys, that you guys can do this too, just making strip sets. See where to go. For what it's worth. Oh, sorry, I'm singing out loud, ain't I? Independence was great yesterday, but cooling down. Sunshine today, which I'm grateful for. Hi, Andrea, by the way. I just saw it. You're there. I said hi to Vicky. Kim, we never have cold. We never hot cold, but a few days, mostly rain and clouds is in the gym anyways. No snow though. Well, you don't need snow. One day shorts and the next day jeans. Crazy weather. That's what it's been like here, honestly. 33, that's good for here. All our snow's almost gone. I couldn't do snow. I tell you that all the time. I just don't do snow. Oh, I forgot I left the iron on this whole time. It's talking to me. Better finger press some of these back because they're not going. They're small. Little small. Oh, and before cutting all these pieces to 3 inches and 3.5 inches and so on, I actually sewed 2 pieces together first, so that I had a more better line so I didn't have to cut all 4 sides to get it correct. I wanted nice straight lines on both sides, so I took and sewed 2 pieces, and I sewed 2 pieces and 2 pieces, and then I trimmed the 2 pieces together to make 3 inches, and then started sewing them together like this. I think it made it a lot easier for those of you who ever want to make stuff like this and just start sewing pieces together and subcutting them. It was easier to create the 3-inch piece when I had a center seam to line up a ruler on, and all I had to do was cut both sides instead of a top and a bottom, which made it way easier. Oh, I can't reach way over there now. I'm going behind my table again. I'm gonna bring those 4 inches up, bring all the rest close, and then come over here. I still haven't sewn all the other pieces that I still have left, but at least I'll have some of these strips started, and I could start adding them to blocks. All right, so now I'm just gonna start sewing this. I knew it. I knew it, that bottom was gonna run out. It looks like Vicky has some, but I can't see because it popped away real quick. Disappeared, because the comments will pop up for a second and then they disappear. It's kind of retarded how that works. Doesn't stay constant like you guys see. I'll let you go till you see your light. Take me home tonight. Are you kidding me? I must have put it in too short. Aha, there we go. Took a second. I'm going to put red next to red. Okay, so I'm just going to sew them in groups 2 again. These are my 4 inchers. Try to blend them up. This one also has a tower. I had quite a bit of that. Well, not quite a bit. I had a little bit of it. And I know they say don't put black in the middle, but these are string pieces. They aren't going to be anywhere near that outer edge. And it's just pieces. So making myself some strips the fun way. The scrappy way. Normally, we wouldn't put any of these colors together. The ones that are ending up next to each other. It looks so weird. If it was in like a regular quilt, they would have never went together, ever. I'm going to add this guy to the beginning, because I want that to end up in a block all together as one piece. I missed something. I missed something. Hi, Dewana. Okay, so I wish we had snow. Come to Michigan, lots of snow. Wish I am from Germany. Hi, Tiffany and everyone. Just stopped in for a few. That's fine. I'm here. Keep it. Hi, Sue-Ann. It's just this cold and wet. Patricia, are you in Arkansas? Yeah, and then we got North Carolina. Okay, kind of thought that. They say snow here, the world stop. I've caught bits of what this quilt is for, but not sure. You passing blocks around. Yeah, it's a block spot. Wisconsin got 3 inches of snow. That's it? I thought Wisconsin got some more snow than that. I would love some snow. Not me. On there. I don't do snow. I like pictures. Beautiful pictures of snow. I even like seeing pictures of quilts in the snow. But will I go into it? No. Not at all, guys. No snow for this Tiffy. Nope. Not happening. Nada. So whenever you guys feel like you need a break from your snow, you can always come visit me here where there is none. And won't be for another, I think, about 15 more years. Because it happens once every like 20 years. So like 15 more years from now, because it happened 5 years ago. All right, my 4-incher strip unit is done now. So I kept this at the beginning, so I'll add this to a block first, you know, this section. So it'll probably be like that much of it, but that's okay. So this one's pretty long, and there'll be probably a lot more because I had a lot more pieces that were 4 inches as opposed to anything else. It was kind of weird. And I'm just throwing them over on the ironing board for now. All right. Like I said, some of them were started and some of them are not. So that's why I had some already long. Maybe I should just screw it. That one is totally not straight. When a one before it is not straight, then the one below it, find the straight seam. So see how this is on an angle like that? When I put the next piece on it, I'm going to align the top and the bottom. So see, I will be sewing on this seam, not that one. So I'll put it under like this. And that piece becomes my seam. So you can see I sewed on the line instead of out here. And I don't really need to cut that off because these are just strings. So, and I don't know why I'm breaking in between every thread. I should be just sewing 2 and 2 and 2. So yeah, for further piecing for you, you know, if you guys are doing that, choose the piece that is, you know, lining up the top and bottom for your straight sides, and then just choose one as your seam. These videos really aren't much for learning, obviously, because I'm not really teaching anything. I'm just, you know, general idea. I kind of just wanted to document all these blocks being made. I thought it would be fun to make sure that everybody knew if you get a block, you saw it being made because it was one that you had your eye on. For those that are in the TeaQuilts block swap. All right, my, what is this, 2 3/4 inch row is now done for now. Like I said, I still have more to cut out and get ready. All right, let's do my 4.5 inch ones. I'm just going to sew them in twos because they're bigger. And then I'll look at the comments in a second. I think these are going to be so awesome. Can't wait to see what they look like on all these blocks. Why would I want 2 trains in a row? Let's put a tractor. And see, some of these I tried to aim to get, you know, the piece to be seen properly. So nope. Let's mix these up, mix them up. Want nice long strips. Come on, go. Oh, there we go. Like this piece will probably be 100% covered because the seam is like right there. I'm still gonna put it on here though. If I did like a scant 1/4 inch, let's see how it even looks. See if it's seeable. Oh my goodness, it's like, you see that little sliver? It's there. It's a very tiny sliver. It makes it kind of thick too right there. But that's okay. It was like a tiny, tiny sliver. I think that's probably going to be the smallest sliver in all of this whole entire thing, this whole entire project. That is now the tiniest sliver. We're going to mix these up a little. One on each side. Nothing fell. Okay. Take a second to scroll. So then we don't get a lot here, but we have make snow ice cream and play. Had full sun today and snow for the next couple days. Night. Oh, okay, Sue Ann, we'll see you next time. I'm not liking the snow. It's cold and wet. Well, duh. Just glad to see someone sewing today. Love the tractor material. You're looking a lot better. Thank you, Christine. And hello. There's going to be 2 blocks in here with tractors. This one has a tractor, and then there's another one that has a tractor. But I'm going to try to separate them a little bit, so it ends up in different blocks. There's also ones with trains. There's trains and tractors in here. See, here's choo-choo trains on that fabric. How about a block swap with on your channel with all of us? Okay, so that is in the future. I already have plans to do so. Reason why I'm not doing it now is because I got to get myself caught up on stuff. I want to get caught up on a lot of my long arming. So as soon as I have a date and a plan and a, I'm not going to do scrap blocks, so you guys know that in advance. I'm not going to do a scrap block swap. I'm actually going to do a block swap of specifics. It'll be your own fabric kind of thing, but it'll be, I guess I can ruin it a little bit by saying it'll be of specific blocks, plural. It'll be a specific amount of blocks, specific ones, and I will teach how to make them. And then you make them in your own colors, styles, design, choice, you know, with your fabrics or whatever. And then it'll be a couple blocks per person, depending, you know, it'll be the same couple blocks over and over again so that it gets swapped around for everybody. So it'll be very fun when I do it. I already have plans. I just haven't, if you guys haven't noticed, I'm not overwhelmed, but I do have a lot going on, and I still have 2 patterns that need to be made into videos and released soon. I'm just kind of behind on that. Now that I can go live from any device, I would rather do it that way than actually making and editing videos, because you guys know I'll say it a bazillion times. I hate making and editing videos, like with a passion. I hate it so much. I'm not very good at it, and my work is just sloppy, so I'd rather just teach live so people can ask questions, and those questions will get answered for people who watch the replay if they had the same kind of question. That way it equals out usually when I do stuff like that. The only thing about doing it in live streaming is the whole entire thing will not be in one video, if that makes any sense. So I can't edit out the whole making. If I do it live stream, you'll have to see me make the whole entire quilt in multiple live streams instead of just one video. So I mean, I could just make one as the video and one as a live stream, but I don't know. We'll see. So here's another really long one now. These are the 4-inch, I think, 4.5-inch strips all together. And I'll be adding more to all these, because these are just what I'm going to keep adding now, is all these wonderful sets. Oops, let's take my little paper. Now to sew the 2.5, and then I need to sew all this together. Except for this top section, because these are like, these can be cut down into 2 and 3s, but most of these are the same length. Well, at least they should be. Oh, there's the rest of the pile. Yeah, so there's more to it. So you guys can kind of see how I make them just by having my little pile right there. All right, let's do 2.5s now. I'll look at the comments in a second, because I know there was comments probably after what I just said about a block swap. I just want to get these started on. That way I can iron and start attaching some of these to blocks. And as you can tell, the smaller strips will go on the blocks that are already a certain bigness. And the bigger, fatter strips, like the 4.5s and 5s, will go on to blocks that are really small and need to get big fast. I'm just trying to have fun with it, honestly. These pieces are tiny, tiny, tiny. Add to that one already, because it's so small. Such a small little dinky piece. And one of you in the swap will get a block that has pieces that were put in backwards. But you can't tell. It's really bright this way. It's really light that way, but I kind of wasn't paying attention and I accidentally sewed it backwards. So who's gonna know besides the person that ends up with the block who's watched this video to know that it's backwards? sometimes it happens. For me, at least. My iron's still on. Okay, good, because I'm gonna have to iron all these so I can start adding. And then what I'll do is add more on to the pieces that I have to trim down. That's way too many of those in a row. Let's put this guy on here first. This guy on, and another guy, and another one, over and over. And no, I'm accidentally hitting my knee lift. That's what that sound is. My machine is not breaking. My leg is kind of close to it. If you try to lift your knee lift while sewing, it makes a funny noise. Just know that. All right, my 2.5s will now be pretty much done for now. Let's press it all. And I'll take you over to press, and I'll even read some comments. Okay, let's see what's going on. Okay, I already saw that. I'm in love with swaps. I've been in lots. I'm in with a swap. Great idea, Deb and Tiff. I like your thinking on it. And great idea, Tiffany. We'll wait patiently. How do you have your rulers put on the wall? Okay, so I've done this in a room tour, and I'll just show you right now. They're hanging on the wall like that. And they're hanging with thumbtack, or, you know, wall tack. And this is, or was, a paper clip. And I just turn the paper clips and then face them up, and it holds really nicely. Like so. But the more you remove and put them on, and remove and put them on, this, if you have drywall, this starts to come out of the drywall. So if I had a different way to do it, but that's how they're all on there, is with a hook made out of a paper clip. So it works for me. That's all I know. Okay. Let's press this now. I am going to just do this all the way across the whole entire thing. Add some steam. Some seams will roll back, some probably won't. But I'll turn it around in a second. I'm just going from the top. I don't want anything to fold or get like a crinkle or pleat or whatever. Okay. Then I'll turn the whole thing around. And I'll push all the seams one way. If my iron was not messed up. Sometimes you have to hold the iron down for a moment. Whatever seam, if it's staying already one way, I'm moving it, but trying to make the rest go a different way. All right. So this was my 4.5 inch pile. I'm just going to put it over on the table. These are my 4-inch pieces. I guess I can. No, I cannot. I don't want to. I'm just going to feel for the seams. I want them to be somewhat nice. Okay. 4-inch. I'll just place it out of the way, I guess. 2.5. What's this? 2.25? Oh yeah, it was. There's the thing. I think Cyrus is still awake because I hear talking happening from his room, which is on the other side of this wall. He shouldn't be because he has school tomorrow. Ugh, teenagers. Teenagers. Aren't these just adorable though? Sewing all these together like this. So if there was an ugly fabric in it, at least it's mixed in, you know, and you see all the pretty ones. That one might pretty darn flat all the way. So all the ugly fabrics are hidden. And anything that was a big print and it was hidden, you know, because the print was so big and it just had a little piece of something left over. Now it's all within, so. I don't have much of these 3.25-inch pieces. That's okay, I will use them up all the way. Sorry, I'm not looking at comments, guys. Things are popping through, I think, because I just saw it pop up, but it goes away so quick. Oh, my 3.5 wasn't very big either. I know it seems kind of weird to just roll it up like that after pressing it. This one should be good. This one's a 2.5, and I did finger press quite a bit of these ones when I was putting them together. Oh yeah. I'm just looking at the seams, making sure they're all going the same direction. All right. Why is my phone going off? It's the middle of the night, people. All right, so these are going to get added to some of the blocks to start for now, and then I'll make more later. Because the rest of these I can make off screen. I just wanted to kind of show you what I'm doing. Oops, that didn't go. All right, one more number. And I'm just leaving my numbers with it because if anything is left over, after sewing them on, I want to know what size the pile still is so that I can add more strips. And I don't have to remake it all again. Sorry for that sound. I had to bang or tap on the wall so that my son knows he needs to be in bed. All right, 5-inch strips done. All right, so I'm gonna bring these over so that I can start sewing these on. We'll turn the camera around with me over here. I'm gonna stick my piles with my numbers. Oh, I forgot 4.5. Give me 2 seconds, guys. I'm gonna press the 4.5-inch pile. I forgot to do that. This one's a really long one too. I already moved the camera though. I don't know how I did that. Forgot all about it. All right. You guys kind of can't see me just this very second, but I am going to place the blocks up there. Oh, you're in good position. Oh, sorry. My singing. I did it again. I should not be singing. I'm blocking the camera. Sorry. Okay. Oh, that's out of the way. All right. I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. All right. 32 of you. Wow. That's crazy. Let's see. Scrolling through the comments. Oi. Okay. What about a piece of pegboard and hooks? I really wanted to get one, but it's very expensive. So I was trying to find a used one, but every time I send a message to someone selling a pegboard, they're sold. They go quick when people sell them. Hi, Wanda. Let's see. Cool. I have a lot of rulers. Plaster walls not dry. Wall board harder to hang. Oh yeah, that would be. Good night, everyone. See you next time. Okay, Duana, have a good night. You're probably already gone though, but I'm just seeing it. Jim's slowly collecting rulers. You know, I have what's behind me, and I have a little tub of some specialty ones, but I don't need a ton because I'm not making anything special. So, hi, Vicky from NZ. What's NZ? I don't know what NZ is. New Zealand, maybe? Should work on the spelling. Patricia, I'm sorry. Somebody retracted. Only thing I have to do tomorrow is wait for a plumber. Hi, Linda. Looks interesting. What are you making? I'm making my blocks for my TeaQuilt block swap. Hi, Michelle. Where you been, woman? Hi, Linda. All right. So these are my quilt blocks. All right, so I just added all these, either one or the other side, I don't know. So now my next seam is to cover these. So I'm going to take the smallest blocks out of here. Let's see, I'm just going to lay them over here and find the smaller ones because I want to add those bigger 5-inch pieces to them. And there, see, like this. This needs a big piece on it because that is so small still. Like this one's already getting big, so I want the smaller blocks to add. Oh, that one's skinny. That can have something. And that is smaller. That is definitely skinny and small. That's smaller. I'm going to use the bigger ones first. Oh, that's very small. That's skinny. That's skinny. That's skinny at one angle, not small though. We're going to start with my 5-inch 4.5. Like this one really needs to be built on. That one is way small. I'm going to leave that one towards the top. I'll pull from it though. That's small. That one, that one's medium size. I'll just throw that away. That one's small. 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 That one's big. This one's too skinny. So I'm making 50 blocks. I'm this way now. That one's skinny and small. Skinny. It's bigger. 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 Smaller. Okay, let's pull these really skinny ones out. This one. This one. This one. This one. That one's not that skinny. Not that skinny. Not that skinny. Very tiny. Very skinny. Very tiny. Not as skinny. Very skinny. Not as skinny. Very small. All right. Very, very small. Okay, we're going to add to this very, very small one first because this thing is tiny compared to the rest. And then we're going to keep sitting this on top, and I'll just pull from that and that. All right, so let me grab my 5-inch. I'll probably just use it all up now. And then I'll just make more with my next pieces. So I'm going to start with my Eiffel Tower. And we're going to line this up nice and straight and flush. And you know what? This comes to this seam. So I'm going to show you guys the trick that I learned from a fan who was watching Sew Becca. And this works because it comes to this seam. Put the ball, look at this, watch this. See if I can do it while live, because watch, it's going to mess up. So the ball, see that, goes in between the fabric on the bottom, holding my seam to the top like that. Oops, let's put the ball in there. And then I'm just going to slide. Oops, and I just ripped the fabric, didn't I? See, I knew that was going to happen. I have to hold it not so far away from me, guys. All right, let's, even though I ripped the fabric, let's just try to slide that ball in there. I did this perfectly the other night. Aha, there we go. And then it's sliding under like this. I'm sliding under. Oops. And it came off again. I didn't know this is how it works. Isn't that neat? So next time I have to seam rip, I'll show you again. All right, let's put this on here because this ended up at that seam exactly. All right, so now I'm gonna finger press this back, and now it's pretty darn big. Let's see. It is almost 10 inches. So while it's in this position, I am going to find a strip that is about 1 inch. Let's see, once that's on there, minus that seam, that's not going to be 10 inches. A little bit bigger than 1 inch. I'm going to dig through one that I don't mind losing a little bit of. So I'm gonna throw this on here, and both sides will be on this one, and it'll be 10 inches. Oh no, 10.5 inches. Yeah, I need 10.5 inches. That's right. So let's make sure this is 10.5 because I just put a bigger piece. So nope. Let's put that last 1/2 inch on here, and then I'll have 10.5. Okay. When I get a chance to press, this should be 10.5. Okay, this will make my 10.5 inch block. So now I just need to add enough on the top and bottom for these. So I'm just going to move that out of the way. Oh, well, let me show you. So this block will get a tower on it. And then I still have to add to the sides to make that 10.5, which I need 2, 3 inches total. 1, 2, 3 inches total. Yeah. I need 3 inches more in total. So, all right, let's grab that next tiny piece and put on this. Let's see if I can make this work, because now I cut off that boo-boo right there where I ripped it accidentally. So we're going to pretend that's gone. I'm just going to slide this under like this. We're going to sew to this end. Break thread. I'm going to fold it back, and I'm going to just hand cut the scissors. Slide this under. I'm going to cut it like right here. And I'm going to lay this down out of the way for a second. We're going to see how long. It does not go to 10.5, but I only need a sliver of fabric. That's not going to be long enough, is it? Oh, yes, it will. I'm going to add this on the other side, and this one will be ready for just only 2 sides. Okay. So now this one is ready for me to just add 2 sides to it. So it just has lots of pieces. Nobody said I couldn't do this. There is no specific rules in this block swap that says I cannot add big strips to get my blocks big and get them big quick. All right, let's put this on this side. Sew it on. Break it, open it, cut. And I get one more. And there's only gonna be a couple blocks that are like this. I don't think I'm gonna do any more 5-inch strips. I think this is the only time. Okay. So one more block, we'll get that. Let's see where my inches are. Not fully 10.5. Oh no, maybe that is one. Yeah, that's 10.5. So this one is just needs this side and this side now. All right. Let's see, where are we at? Let's find one that's a little bit longer. Aha, let's do this one. And these 5-inch pieces will all be done. All right, so we'll fold it back and get rid of this. I don't even need that anymore. Let's see if we're, nope. So let's add to the other side so that they're equal. Is that long enough? Ooh, it's long enough. Exactly. All right, and then I'll only have to add the sides. So some of my blocks are almost done now. So I think that's pretty cool. Let me check the comments real quick. Oh, shoot. I need to plug my phone in. Or you guys are not going to have me here anymore. And I won't even know it. And if it doesn't charge while being live, I will have to end up going. Let's see, though. Oh, it's going to die. It was only at 2%. Okay. I didn't know that I was dying. So let me read some comments and then I'll just continue sewing without the video on, just to get some of this done. Let's see. Actually, I could probably just make more strips, honestly, and then you guys could still see me sewing. All right, I saw that, saw that, saw that. Just need a couple shaped ones. So Tiffany, these blocks are really beautiful, aren't they? They're just like super cool. They're fun. That's what it is. IKEA has pegboard system now, $9.99 for 14.5 by 22-inch panel. It's called Skid. Does it come with all the peg things though? Because Home Depot and Lowe's both sell the pegboards, and they're 50 something, and they come with 28 pieces. I think 28 or 38 pieces of the little peg things for it. This is going on T's quilt. No, this is going in her block swap. So 50 other people will get one of each 50 people that are in it will get one of my blocks. And there'll probably be a couple extra people that signed up later. Like you're singing. Love that block. Okay. So I'll hold these, at least these almost done ones up. So here was this one again. I'm going to have to get off of here while I'm holding these up though, because my phone was and it doesn't look like it's wanting to charge. So we're going to make this quick. All right, and it's on power saving mode too. Go figure. So this one's almost done. Aren't they just so cool? Just need to add the sides. And then this one. This one will get a little bit of trimming right there, but and then obviously the sides. So there's that. Here's my stack of need to do's. And I'm going to get off of here, guys. Oh, look, and it's been 2 hours too. So bye-bye, y'all. And I will see you next episode, which I will still be working on these. So it'll probably be tomorrow night or something. But I really got to charge my phone. So night, everyone.